fight arranger. It does everything, like puts all the fights together and training the actors to do it, make sure just everybody's happy and it's all good to go. I usually visualise a fight before I even start putting it down on paper, and then I put it down on paper. After that, I teach it the guys, and anything that doesn't work, that worked in my head, we rejiggle around to make it work for the fight. But usually my thing is I just sit at a desk for about a day and a half and just sit there and think. It entails like reading through the script, find out everybody's character, the backgrounds, and trying to differentiate styles between each one and making sure everyone's different so you don't get everything looking samey. It's actually quite hard nowadays to make a fight look original. It's like trying to make a song different. I mean, all the notes are the same, you just got to put them in a different order and a different tempo to make it different. But it's actually hard to find that balance now without people going, oh, that moves from that and that moves from that. I was pretty fortunate with these guys. They're all pretty athletic young lads, so I didn't really have to do much training with them. I just had to like do a little bit of basic sword handling and how to strike and follow through without actually extending the sword to hit and stuff like that. But they all seem to grasp it pretty well. You start them off on wooden swords, nice and steady, and then they'll progress to the rubber swords for the scene if it's a heavy fight scene, and then judging on their level of capabilities, we move them onto aluminium swords to get the nice feel and look. We have a big fight that we had choreographed in that with the Mountain and the Hound. It's one 7-foot guy and one 6'6" guy. They're two brothers and they're supposed to be like the strongest of the strong, and no quarter is given in this fight. They're like, no one takes a step back basically unless they have to. Rory's just laughing and joking, just enjoying everything he can learn. Whereas Conan, being a professional wrestler, obviously he's got a hell of a lot of athletic ability about him. The Dothraki, that's an odd one. Again, a lot had to play in how they are as a tribe, and obviously with the weapon. I mean, that for me was a little bit more difficult because it's pretty much the same principal movements like a sword work, but obviously with the different style of blade, you might attack somewhere a different way. Instead of going 1, 2 that way, you might come that way to back that way, and then so instead of going 1, 2, you'll find different planes to fight on, which is always good. For some reason, they like having multiple man fights in this. We had the Hill Tribe fight where usually it was about 3, 4, 5, 6 guys onto one because obviously it's an ambush, so it's trying to make each one look different and look cool at the same time while sticking with everybody's style. Basically, you just have about 20 stunt guys just running down a hill fighting all the actors, which is a bit intimidating. Having 12 stunt guys at either side coming at you with axes and saws and shouting and screaming with blood all over the face, you know, it can kind of put someone in a little bit of a blank panic, you know, but they did well, they did good.